perception are distorted. He becomes confused, and he displays irresponsibility and...
Justin Timberlake single-handedly inspired you too. No, seriously. In February of 2004, Justin Timberlake made a surprise guest appearance in the halftime show for the Super Bowl where he sang a duet with Janet Jackson. At the song's end, he reached over and infamously tore a piece of her costume, revealing part of her breast and a piece of jewelry over her nipple. What's this got to do with you two? According to founder John Karam, the idea for the video platform came about due to his frustration over how hard it was to find a copy of Nip Slip Big Clip online. Everybody was talking about it, but the internet didn't yet have a centralized site for uploading, viewing, and sharing videos. Kind of gives a whole new meaning to the term tube, doesn't it? Landspace is a bona fide gay icon. Having a gay following is not unusual for a group of fit, photogenic guys who can sing in harmony and pull a few dance moves. Nsync's Landspace is a gay icon for another reason than just being a pretty face. He's an out and proud gay man who has spoken out against discriminatory laws and homophobic restrictions on blood donations, and even thrown an inclusive prom for a lesbian high school student. Landspace is not afraid to reach for the stars. After Nsync broke up, Landspace started a quest to travel to outer space. In 2002, he participated in astronaut training at the Yuri Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center in Russia and negotiated for a seat on a Soyuz flight to the International Space Station. To make his dream a reality, the bass singer endured a rigorous training regimen, invasive medical exams, and an atmosphere of dangerous homophobia. The deal ultimately fell apart, but even after all he's been through, Bass has not given up the dream. He told a caller on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live, "I'm very connected with the space community still, privately and NASA. Yes, I still plan to go. I do." Backstreet Boys are just too generic. Some might argue that the Backstreet Boys are the 90s boy band and postulate we wouldn't have *Nsync without them. You could say they have a point. The Backstreet Boys are pretty much the basic exemplar of the archetype. And that's exactly the problem. Are they original? Yeah. Are they the only one? No. They are not the only one we need, either. Backstreet Boys made the mold. They never, ever broke it. Justin Timberlake's appearances on SNL are better than any of BSB SNL performances. Nsync and Backstreet Boys have both performed on Saturday Night Live, but Nsync member Justin Timberlake is a member of the semi-prestigious Five Timers Club for actually hosting the show 5 times. In addition to performing the most memorable scene about a body part in a box since 7, Timberlake is known for a recurring sketch where he portrays a hyper-competitive street performer who brings in the business for a bevy of suspiciously similarly named concerns including Omeleteville, Holmesville, Rapidville, Veganville, Liquorville, and Plasticville. In comparison, the Backstreet Boys were once featured in an animated TV Funhouse short that didn't even have the boys playing themselves. Bring it on down to *Nsyncversus. Backstreet Boys have to remind you mid-song that you are listening to the Backstreet Boys. Quick, do the Backstreet Boys have a more memorable hit than Everybody Backstreet's Back? It would be hard to argue otherwise. If you're not a super fan of the band, you might not be able to place any of their other singles. But when they tell everybody to rock your body, you know who it is that's telling you. Why? Because they tell you. Come on, boys. Singing songs about yourself worked fine for Josie and the Pussycats when it was the 1960s and they were cartoons. These days, if you have to tell us that Backstreet's back, we probably didn't notice you were gone. All right. Asterisk Nsync can tell you what month comes next. There are some internet memes that are so regular you could set a calendar by them. Every Mean Girls fan remembers October 3rd is the day that Aaron asked Katie what day it was. It was October 3rd. Budding Jedi everywhere know that May the 4th will always be with them. And even people who barely remember Miss Congeniality know that April 25th is the perfect date. All you need is a light jacket. That's right. It's gonna be May. A surprise asterisk Nsync reunion broke the internet's mind. When Justin Timberlake performed at the MTV Video Music Awards in 2013, he was joined by his former bandmates for a medley of their signature songs Girlfriend and Bye Bye Bye. It wasn't exactly a surprise, as speculation had been rampant, but it hadn't been announced in advance either. Still, even just the prospect of an asterisk Nsync reunion had been enough to work up a frenzy of media coverage and Twitter snark. You might imagine that was enough for asterisk Nsync fandom to get it out of their system. But history repeated itself in 2018 when Timberlake was scheduled to perform a certain halftime show for the first time since a certain incident. Though it's been denied, the speculation of another asterisk Nsync reunion began before the deal was even finalized. That's what I call lasting impact. Backstreet Boys couldn't launch a career like Justin Timberlake's. You can't really compare the solo careers of each member of both bands, because Justin Timberlake blows them all out of the water. To be fair, there's some more name recognition on both sides. People might know who Nick Carter and Lance Bass are, but they are not household names the way Justin Timberlake is. Nobody else from either band springboarded quite as high as Justin Timberlake, who has collaborated with the Black Eyed Peas, Snoop Dogg, Rihanna, and even Beyoncé. Nick Carter might be a reality show mainstay, but Justin Timberlake is Oscar-nominated. Asterisk Nsync has two of the fastest-selling albums of all time. Sophomore Slump. What's Sophomore Slump? Asterisk Nsync's second album, No Strings Attached, set a record for first-week sales that didn't just exceed the previous record, it more than doubled it. What was the previous title holder Backstreet Boys' Millennium? Bye Bye Bye, indeed. Asterisk Nsync managed to hold onto their record for a whopping 15 years, till Adele shattered it in 2015. During all that time, guess what musical act came the closest to beating them? Asterisk Nsync's follow-up to No Strings Attached, the aptly named Celebrity, which hit the market in 2001. That's almost a decade and a half that Asterisk Nsync held top 2 spots for fastest albums sales. I guess Backstreet Boys should have spent a little more time on their albums. Asterisk Nsync created 3 rock-solid pop albums, while Backstreet Boys churned out filler. If we're going to talk about which of 2 bands is better, we need to focus on quality over quantity. Backstreet Boys may have given us a deeper discography with 8 studio albums and a live compilation, but Nsync skipped the Churned and cut 3 well-crafted albums full of pop perfection, as Billboard pop editor Aaron Strecker put it. Nsync embodied the showbiz maxim, always leave them wanting more. Nsync had as many top 10 hits as BSB, even though they only released 3 albums. Nsync had as many top 10 hits as BSB, even though they only released 3 albums.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.